A free Veterans Appreciation Breakfast doubled as a free Christmas celebration at the Black River American Legion. I was there, learned how they put the event on, and heard the importance of community and events like this with a recently retired veteran.
Helping families be fed and happy during the holidays. Sunday, the Veterans Appreciation Club teamed up with local groups to supply free meals to families that stopped by the Black River American Legion.
Everybody just kind of came together in the community. We have the Bethany Star Masoners here with their Santa workshop. The fire department, Lee's Lawn Care, the Legion, they all kind of came together to make this another free event for everybody, just to make sure, again, just with everything going on, to make sure that everybody has a good Christmas.
It's technically a part of the club's free monthly meals for veterans, but much like the club did for Thanksgiving, it's extended the meal to everyone, and they've done a lot more than that. For its second year, they've turned the event into a breakfast with Santa, with volunteers from the Black River Fire Department stepping in to serve food. And this year, Santa's workshop was added, bringing activities and hot chocolate to kids courtesy of the Masonry group, the Eastern Star Bethany Chapter 343. One veteran at the breakfast, who served for 26 years and retired 2 years ago, says events like this are great not just for families during the holidays, but for veterans that may feel lonely this time of year.
Well, it's great to bring the veterans together because a lot of times nobody understands veterans like veterans. So sitting down and talking to some of these guys and their stories, it's just phenomenal.
Wishing veterans and the Black River community a very Merry Christmas, Mark Mason Jr., 7 News.